Good morning to everyone. Up to now, we have completed the DDIC concepts, data dictionary concepts, and uh, fundamentals, basics, and reports, and module pool programming. Okay, module pool programming also is one type of reports only. Okay, so total concept is reports. Our motto is we have to work on RIC. Okay, so first one is the R for reports. Reports concept is completed. Okay, classical, interactive, ALV, and module pool. Okay, so these are all the uh, reports. Okay, so maximum we have to work on ALV reports. Okay, and in few cases we have to use module pool programming. And now I will go for conversions. Okay, I is there, right? I will discuss about I interfaces about these conversions. Okay, because this is depend on conversions. So I will explain this I for interface concept. Okay, after this conversions concept. So now today in today's class we will discuss about conversions. What is this conversion here? I have something data. Okay, I am establishing a new company here. Okay, other time uh, I will go to the market and I will collect some customers. Okay, so I am producing something steel. Okay, steel rods, wires like that. So I will go to market and I will explain about our product. Okay, I will explain about our product and I will take the orders from the customers. Okay, I will take the orders from the customers. At the time I have to maintain the customer information, customer name, address, mobile number, email ID, account numbers. So these all informations I have to collect from the customer. Okay, so for first day I have collected 100 orders, means 100 customers. 100 customers are ordering something material. Okay, so like that different guys will go to different locations and they will collect the information. Okay, they will collect the customer information. So we have to maintain the customer information in our system. So the first way, how can we collect the information? How can we enter the data in our system? Okay, customer information is the transaction code for the customer information is XD01. If you want to create any customer in our SAP, then we have to do that one, the XD01 transaction. Okay, I will execute that one. And in this convergence, we have to take help from the functionals. Okay, let me check first of all. If it's not possible, then I will take help from functional. The transaction code is XT01, right? Here we have to maintain which type of customer he is. Okay, sold to party, ship to party, or bill to party, or consumer, competitor. So, I mean, different types of customers will be there. So, for example, you are staying in Bangalore. Okay, you are paying from Bangalore only. Okay, but a delivery address should be Hyderabad. So you want to deliver that material to the Hyderabad location. Then here, ship to party, sold to party, two concepts will come here. Okay, sold to party means you are paying the money from Bangalore location. That is first address. Okay, and the delivery address is the second address. That is the ship to party. Okay, both are customers only. Okay, I mean, both belongs to only one customer. But here the type is different here. Ship to party, sold to party, like that it is coming here. And bill to party, whenever you are doing the billing, then bill to party will come here. So like that, different types of customers will be there. So these all things uh, functionals can get to know about this one. So which type of customer we have to use, in which case we have to use these all things. This is not our job. Okay, as a technical guy, we have to we have to write the coding. That's it. Okay, the remaining things functions can take care about that one. Let me check one customer in the table level. Customer information in the KN1 table, and I'm executing here. I'll take something. Customer number 251. I'm taking. Right. So how we have to maintain here? CUST something is there. There is a customer. It is showing. Guys, 1 minute. I will explain you what I'm doing here. I will explain. Fine. So what happened here? I have taken one sample example from KLM table for one customer. Which type of data I have to enter in the transaction level like that. So actually the transaction is XD01, right? XD01, and here we have to select here which type of customer it is. Okay, I am selecting here sold to party. Okay, sold to party. So customer who is paying the money to the company, so that is the sold to party here. Okay, that one I am maintaining the address. Okay, here I have maintained sold to party, and I am maintaining a company code. For example, I have one company, Tata company. Okay, Tata company, in Tata only they have a lot of uh, companies, different types of companies. Tata Steel is there. Okay, Tata vehicles are there. Okay, Tata food products are there. So like that, lot of companies are there, right? So for each and every company, I cannot spell that one. Okay, for Tata Steel, I cannot spell that one. I will assign one company code for that 1,000. Okay, so the company thousand means Tata Steel. Okay, I will give the Tata vehicles for 2,000. Okay, I can't spell that one Tata vehicles like that. I will spell like 2,000 company, 1,000 company, 3,000 company. Like that, I will assign some companies here. Okay, so my company is, I'm giving here something company code 1,000. Okay, so in this 1,000 company, I'm creating the customer. Okay, the customers are different here. For example, Tata Steel is there, so the customers will purchase the steel products only. I mean something wires, something rods, like that they will purchase here. Okay, they cannot purchase something cars or any buses, vehicles, trucks like that. They can't purchase from that company, right? So that is belongs to another company, that is Tata Vehicles. Okay, but here whenever we are entering the customer, okay, at that time we have to maintain the data for that company only. Okay, so I'm the customer, I'm purchasing something steel rods. At the time I will go for 1,000 company only. So the company guys will enter the data in the 1,000 company. They should not enter the data in the another companies. Okay, customers are different, that will depend on the company here. Okay, that's why I'm maintaining the company. Okay, company 1,000 I'm maintaining, and here sold to party. Okay, and I'm clicking an enter button. I'm not providing any customer here. Okay, I'm not providing any customer number should generate automatically. Okay, and I'm clicking an enter button. Here I'm providing something name. Okay, so the name is Adastri. Sorry, this is a customer, right? Sorry. And enterprises. Okay, name I'm giving here, and something tick mark is coming here, right? That is the mandatory fields. Okay, those all things are the mandatory fields, and here I'm maintaining search term. Okay, search term like the shortcut name for this one, just assume like shortcut name for this one I'm providing something JE. Okay, then the enterprise something JE I'm maintaining here. Okay, and here's a street or house number, something number I'm giving, address I'm giving here. uh, Address is something name I'm giving here. This is not exact one, so I'm giving something name here like this: street, house number, whatever it is, I'm giving like this. And the postal code is a mandatory thing here. Okay, postal code is mandatory here. Something postal code I'm giving here. The city name is Bangalore. Okay, city name is Bangalore. And the country code is India. I am selecting IN here. Okay, you can click on F4 button, you can get lot of uh, countries here. Okay, you can select anything. Now I'm selecting India, IN. India I'm selecting, and here region. So which state it is. It is the Karnataka. So this is Karnataka. 10th one. Okay, Karnataka. I am selecting here and click on enter button. Okay, it's not coming anything, right? On control data, click on control data here. Nothing is there. Click on enter button. Click on enter button. Control data. In control data, I am not providing anything. On the payment and transactions, here we have to provide the bank details. Okay, bank country key and bank key and bank account number, account holder name. So like that we have to maintain. For customers also we have to maintain the bank information. For example, I'm the customer. I'm ordering something material from one company. So at that time something material will be damaged here. I have to return that one. Okay, I have to return that one and they will refund us. Okay, at that time, they have to maintain some bank details also. The company guys will maintain the bank details also. Okay, so I have to maintain the customer bank information here. I'm not maintaining as of now, and marketing I'm not maintaining. So these are things done by functionals. So we don't know exactly what is this Nielsen ID and customer class. We don't know exactly these are things. Okay, the functionals or the end users can get know about this one. And one more mandatory field is there. I am checking for that one here. Let me click on save button. It will ask you that one. I am clicking on save button. It is asking something. Account recon account. Okay, this is a mandatory thing. Uh, I am providing something 140010. Okay. Now click on save button. See the customer number 100242. Okay, 100242 has been created for company 1000. Okay, you can open that one 100242 in the table level KNM table like that. Here the customer number is 100242. 100242. Click on execute button. Okay, customer number is coming, country key and name and the city, postal code, region means state name, state code. Okay, and search term, street. Okay, and these things I am not maintaining here. Telephone number, fax number, these are things I am not maintaining, so it is not coming here. If you maintain, automatically it will come here. Address. Okay, customer name and this where it is locating, which type of it is a customer, which is a I mean Mr. or Miss or Mrs. something company. So what it is, the customer, which type of customer it is. So this all information I'm getting here. Okay. So in the same way I have to do. For example, I'm collecting 100 customers. Okay. Per day I'm collecting 100 customers. 100 customers are getting something material from us. At that time I have to maintain 100 customers. So one by one I have to maintain like this. Okay, so one more time I have to come here. I have to select which type of customer it is and company code I have to maintain and click on enter button and I have to maintain the customer name and city, address, these all things I have to maintain and click on save button. Okay, so at the time one customer number will generate here. Okay, I'm giving something unique number for that customer, for that particular customer. The customer number. In the same way, I have to do 100 times. Okay, 100 times I have to execute the same transaction. How much time will take here? A lot of time it will take, right? So in place of this one, what I will do, I will maintain. Okay, I will maintain the data in Excel sheet or Notepad like that. Okay, I will maintain all the information. I am collecting 100 customers and different guys will collect some more customers. So per day I have to enter some 2000 or 3000 customers. I have to execute same transaction 2000 times or 3000 times, right? So instead of that one, what I will do, I will go for something convergence. Okay, so I will maintain the data in one Excel sheet or something in Notepad like that, and I will upload the data to the programs. Okay, here we have some concepts. Okay, for the conversions. Convergence. Here we have to use BDC and LSMW. Okay, BDC for technical guys. Okay, technical guys, ABAPers. ABAPers will work on BDC. Okay, LSMW. LSMW for functionals. Okay, functionals will use LSMW. Functionals means SD or whoever it is. So these all guys will use the LSMW. Okay, and sometimes we have to work on LSMW also. Okay, so the client will ask you, the end user will ask you, I want LSMW, I don't want BDC like that. Okay, so what are the differences in between of BDC and LSMW? We will discuss it later. Okay, when if you know how we are working on BDC and LSMW, then we can understand what are the differences here. Okay, so BDC stands for batch data conversions. Okay, batch data conversions. LSMW for legacy system migration workbench. Legacy system migration workbench. Okay. So now I will discuss about BDC, batch data conversions. Okay, this is a technical part. Okay, so what we have to do here in the BDC. First of all, here we have to follow some steps. So like module pool is there, right? So how we are creating the module pool? First of all, we are creating the program in AC38 and we have to create the screens and we have to maintain the equal declarations. Okay, however, we are maintaining the fields in the screen level. Same things we have to maintain in our main program also. Okay, and after that one PBO, PAA logics we have to write and we have to create one transaction for that program. So these are the 5 steps for the multiple programming, right? The same way, if you want to create any BDC, then we have to follow some steps. Okay, we have to follow some steps. And here, what is the use of this one? So I want to enter the 2000 customers. So instead of executing 2000 times of the same transaction, okay, instead of executing the same transaction for 2000 times, I'm going for BDC. Okay, one single program will be there. Okay, one single program will be there. Automatically it will execute one by one it will execute, and we will upload one Excel sheet or notepad to the program. Okay, then automatically the data will upload here. So for that one, first of all, we have to analyze. Okay, we have to analyze the transaction. Analyzing means here XD01 is a transaction code, right? XD01 is a transaction code. Whenever I'm executing this one, so the pop-up is coming like this. So here I'm maintaining accounting group. Okay, accounting group I'm maintaining like sold to party, and I'm maintaining the company code like this. Okay, and I'm clicking an enter button. So after that one, it is asking something name and search term and street, postal code, address, country key, region key. Okay, these all things it is asking. If I click on save button, it is generating one customer number, right? So this is analyzing. So what type of data I am entering in the screen? Okay, what type of data I am entering in the screen? So these are things analyzing. Okay, so we don't know exactly here the functionals. Okay, by taking help of functionals we can analyze this one. Okay, the functionals will come and they will sit with you and they will tell you I will enter something data in name, I will enter the data in the search term, I will enter the data in the street, okay, and the city and the country. I will enter, I mean, where they will enter the data and what type of data it is. Okay, they will explain you each and everything. Okay, at the time I mean we have to get some information here, so these things we have to enter here. Okay, like that we have to note on that one, right? This is the analyzing. Okay, analyzing. And here I'm maintaining the data here, right? But system has to get to know about that one. Okay, here we have to do one thing, recording. Okay, we have to do one recording here. Recording means, so for sample I will try to pass one data here. Okay, I will try to enter one customer information and I will click an enter button. At the time it is generating one customer number. Okay, so I have to do one recording here for this one. Okay, recording means each and everything whatever you are entering the data. For example, I am entering something name. Okay, that name will go to recording. Okay, and search term is there, so this search term also it will go to recording, and remaining fields also available here. Title is there and something PO box is there and postal code is there. I am not maintaining the data here. Okay, then in the recording it won't maintain, it won't contain these records. So whatever the records you are maintaining the data, those records only it will contain in the recording. Okay, recording is mandatory thing here. Without recording you cannot do anything in BDC. Okay, recording is mandatory thing. Okay, we will do that one also. Okay, we will do that one also, recording. Actually the recording will done by functionals. Okay, not by technicals. Okay, 90% the functionals will do that one or the end users will do that one. Fine. We have to analyze the transaction and we have to do the recording also here. Okay, we have to do the recording also here, and I will show you how to do the recording. Okay, and prepare the Excel sheet. Okay, Excel or Notepad or WordPad, whatever it is. Okay, prepare the Excel sheet or maintain, not prepare, maintain the data. Maintain the data in Excel sheet or Notepad like that. Okay, so 2000 customers are there, 2000 customers I will maintain in one Excel sheet. Okay, now we have to upload the data. Upload the data to the program internal table. I will create one program. Okay, I will create one program. In that program, so here I am maintaining something data here, right? Something name and something search term and country key. So like that I am maintaining the data here, right? So for those fields I will maintain one internal table in that program. Okay, and I will upload the data and I will pass the data to one internal table. So something Excel data is coming here. Okay, that Excel sheet data I want to move that one to one internal table in our program. Fine. And finally map the data. Mapping the data to the transaction fields. Okay, so the internal table will be like this: name one. Okay, name one and country key or country. 4001. Okay, postal code, system. Okay, the internal table will be like this. I mean, the name will come SJF something name will come like this. And the land one is India, and the 4001. I mean, this is the city. City is something I will give 01. 01 is the number here. I'm giving something assigning. I am assigning something number here. Okay. And postal code something number I am taking. And the search term SGX I am taking. And the second record, second customer something I am taking here. And here search term. Okay, something like this I am taking. Okay, 2000 records will be like this. Okay, 2000 records will be like this. And now we have to map the data. Okay, so this is the name one in this screen. In this screen, name is coming here. Okay, something name will be there. I will pass this name to this to the screen. Okay, I will show you how to do that one. Okay, if you do the recording, then you can get to know about that one. Okay, and here India is coming in where I have to pass. I have to pass here. Country is coming here, right? So here I have to pass. And here ORT01 something city is coming here. Okay, 01 is coming. This 01 I have to pass this region. Okay, and this one postal code I have to pass here. Okay, in this screen I have to pass here. On the system I have to pass here. So like that we have to map the data. So whatever we are getting the data in the Excel sheet, that Excel sheet data we have to map to the screens. Okay, and fifth one, call the transaction. For each record in the internal table. Okay, here 2000 records I am maintaining in the Excel sheet or notepad. Okay, 2000 records or 3000 customers information I am maintaining in Excel sheet or notepad. Okay, so for each line, for each customer, okay, for each customer I have to call a transaction XD01. Okay, I have to call the transaction XD01. So how can we do this one in the program level? First step is the recording. Okay, analyze the transaction and we have to do the recording. Okay, how can we do the recording? Now the transaction code for the recording is SHDB. Okay, SHDB is the transaction code for doing the recording. Okay, so fine, I will execute the transaction SHDB. Okay, /o SHDB. Okay, I'm maintaining the recording here. Click on enter button, and I'm doing the new recording here. Okay, I'm doing a new recording here, so I will click on new recording. Okay, recording name. Okay, recording name for which recording I'm taking for customer, right? So ZXD01. Okay, and today's date is I'm maintaining something date here. So 15th. 150920. Okay, I'm maintaining something name recording name I'm maintaining here. Fine. For which transaction code you are doing the recording? Okay, I'm doing the recording for XD01 customer creation. Right, I will maintain XD01 here. This is XD01 and click on enter button. So once you click on enter button, then it will execute XD01. Okay, fine. I will try to click on enter button here. I think class will disconnect in 1 minute. Reconnect it once again. I will do enter on the next session.